What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to get a secret hidden costume in Remedy's control, and it is going to be in the Luck Lab. So we're going to fast travel over to Central Research. Okay, now this Luck Lab, this is where you met Marshall back in Chapter 3. Okay, this is where you met Marshall back in Chapter 3, and to get this suit you have to have level 5 security clearance, which you get about halfway through Chapter 5, the 5th mission. What we've got here is you've got this clearance room level 5, and you come in here and it's got all this stuff that's related to luck, because this is the Luck Lab. And if you go over to one side here, you'll actually find a file that talks a little bit about lucky items. This is the Lucky Item Manifest. And most of this stuff is actually common knowledge, things about horseshoes and four-leaf clovers, things that are general myths about luck. But it does have a couple of things that are new to me, like the light bulbs. It says that when you're gambling, you're supposed to have all the lights in the room turned on for luck. So various things there, you can look through that and it will help you. But I'm going to show you all those things today anyways, so I won't go through them on the list. So what we've got here is we have a roulette table. And when you spin this roulette table, the results are going to be based on your luck. And your luck is going to be based on the things you've done with all of the lucky items in the room. If you have bad luck, bad things will happen, and if you have good luck, good things will happen. So, while I'm showing you this, the first thing I'm going to do is I don't want bad things to happen. So we've got a couple of explosive things here. Now, if I was just going to get the suit, then this wouldn't matter. But I'm just going to move these away from the roulette table, so that if they explode, they don't hurt me. When your luck is bad and you spin this roulette table, things can explode. Things like fire extinguishers can go off. That was a little weird. I don't know what happened to that. Okay, so I'm just going to clear this of all the hazards of the immediate area so that I can show you what happens here. So I haven't done anything to affect my luck in this area, so when I roll this, I'm going to have bad luck, and something bad is probably going to happen. And so there you go, the fire extinguisher over there goes off. So that's pretty unlucky. Now this TV here, this shows you how much luck you have. I have 0. And the goal here, we want to get the luck up to 7. And we've got our chips bet on 7, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so we've got a little list over here on the whiteboard that shows all the different lucky things that we could do. And there's cat and an elephant and a four-leaf clover and the lights, which was mentioned in the Lucky Item Manifest. There's a horseshoe and a fish. And it's also going to tell us what side of the roulette table we should be on to have good luck. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go around making these things happen. And I'm going to do just one. You can see I got 0. So the manifest said that all of the lights should be turned on when you're gambling. So I'm just going to go around the room and I'm going to turn on every light. And then I'm just going to roll this again. And I still have bad luck because I've only done one thing, but you'll see that the number on the TV is going to be higher than 0 now. So there we go. And that thing over there exploded. So if it had been close to me, I would have gotten hurt there. But the luck number is 1 now instead of 0. So I'm luckier than I was. Okay, so this gives you the list of all the things that you need to interact with. And most of them are outside of the actual lab. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to interact with all of these things. Now, there is the horseshoe, and there's a horseshoe here, and the proper orientation for the horseshoe is so that it looks like a U. You don't want the prongs pointing down, you want the prongs pointing up. That's the lucky way to hang a horseshoe. So that one's right, so I'm not going to mess with that. And then we've got a cat over here. And this one's a little confusing because in the item manifest it says that the paw is supposed to be up, but the paw is actually supposed to be moving. So it's waving to the customers. Stores put these in there, like Japanese, or I think it's Chinese, shops will keep these little cats waving at the customers, and it's supposed to be good luck. Okay, then we're going to look around. So we've got a little elephant here, and this elephant is apparently supposed to be a lucky charm. But we're just going to start this little Newton cradle clacking against the elephant, and that is good luck. And then over here there's another horseshoe, and we're going to start the Newton's cradle clacking against the horseshoe for more good luck. Okay, and then there is a 4-leaf clover here, and it takes a little bit of time to figure out what to do with the clover. So we're going to take the 4-leaf clover, but just holding on to it is not what we need to do, although that seems like that should be the lucky thing. But there's actually another option. So if you look over here by the TV, there's another pot where you can plant this 4-leaf clover, and that will give you extra luck. Okay, and I think that's just about everything. The only other thing is this fish right here, which is supposed to be lucky. And for this fish, we just need to bring it with us. And on the whiteboard in here, it says the fish needs to be less than 2 feet away. Okay? So I'm just going to plop this fish down right here. And if you don't know how to just set something down, you do it by pressing square while you're using your launch ability instead of letting go of the button. And then I'm supposed to be on this side of the table when I do the roll, and I've got everything in place, so I should get a 7. And there you go. So I got a 7, I got an astral blip, a couple of skill points, and a golden suit. Another one of the unlucky things that can happen is you can get a phone call here, but you won't be able to get to it before they hang up. So a lot of people, this is what threw me off for a long time, because I would get my luck a little bit higher and I would get this phone call, but then I'd never be able to get to it in time. And I thought that it was just that I wasn't being quick enough, but no, that's actually the unlucky thing that can happen to you, is the phone rings, but you don't get to it in time. So that just means that you failed. Okay, so I've got all of this stuff. Now I'm just going to run over to Central Executive. I was lucky enough to not get attacked on the way out. There's a lot of them too. Okay, I'm going to run over to Central Executive, because if you did not know, Central Executive is the only place in the game where you can change your outfit. Which is actually just a little bit creepy when you think about it, because there's a bunch of people around here, so you have to be here where all the people can watch for you to change clothes. Okay, so I've got outfits, and now I've got this new gold suit. And there you go, it's a pretty snazzy looking suit there, if you like yellow. And I'm just going to run in the other room. I can't, like, fly here or anything, so just go in the other room and I can kind of move around and get a look at the suit, see what it looks like. And they've got a new photo mode here that they just added to the game, which the camera moves way too slow. They've got a setting, but the default is way too slow. So, Remedy, if you're watching, change that default camera speed. It's too slow. Alright, so there you go. New suit, a couple skill points. Have fun.